Hello one and all. In this session, you're going to understand core part of GST. What is GST? So GST stands for Goods and Services Tax, which is an indirect tax which is levied on supply of goods and services. So we'll understand the registration part under GST. So we can register as two dealers. So we can register as a regular dealer or we can register as a composite dealer. So before going forward, we'll understand the special category states. What are special category states or states having special status? So these are the states where center has given special category status for these particular states because of geographical and socio-economical challenges. So in India, we have 11 special category states. You can see on the display, these are the 11 special category states of India. So we'll go ahead. So we'll come back for the registration part. So as I conveyed you, so we can register as a regular dealer or we can register as a composite dealer. So now if you want to register as a regular dealer, so we can see that if I'm running a business, for example, and my business is located in the special category states, out of 11 states, my business is located in one of the state. Then if I'm dealing with the goods in the specific special category states, then how to check the turnover of my previous financial year. So in case my previous financial turnover is more than 20 lakhs, then I should register under GST and I can come for the registration under regular scheme. In case I'm dealing with the services or in case I'm dealing with the mixed supply, nothing but services and goods, then have to check my previous financial turnover. If it's cross 10 lakhs, I should register under GST. I can come under regular scheme or I can go to composite scheme. So this is about the special category states turnover we should check for the registration under the regular scheme. Whereas if business is located outside the special category states like other states of India, then I should check the turnover if I'm dealing with the goods. That if my previous financial turnover is more than 40 lakhs, I should register under GST and I can come for regular scheme or regular dealer. In case I'm dealing with services or I'm dealing with mixed supply, then if my previous financial turnover is exceeding 20 lakhs, I should come and register under GST and I have an option, I can register as a regular dealer. So here we have an option that we can register as a regular dealer after crossing this limit. But we have another option also to become the composite dealer. So we'll see that as well. So to register under the composition scheme, and if my business is located in the special category states, I should check the turnover that if my previous financial turnover is up to 75 lakhs, so I can be as a composite dealer. It means from the 20 lakhs up to 75 lakhs, I have two options. So I can be a regular dealer or I can be as a composite dealer. So up to 75 lakhs, I can be as a composite dealer. If my turnover crossing 75 lakhs, I don't have option to be as a composite dealer. I have to go for regular dealership only. So we have only one dealership, that is a regular dealership. We have to go for that after crossing 75 lakhs. So more than 20 lakhs, up to 75 lakhs, I have two options. I can choose any one option. I can be as a regular dealer or I can be as a composite dealer. If the turnover has been crossed 75 lakhs, then I don't have option to become composite dealer. I have to go for regular dealer scheme itself. So this is for the special category states. Whereas if you go for the rest of the India, so my turnover of the previous financial year is up to 1.5 crore. So again, I can be as a composite dealer or regular dealer. Anyone I can choose. I have two options to register under. Whereas if my previous financial turnover exceeding 1.5 crore, then after exceeding, I can't be anymore as a composite dealer or I can't register as a composite dealer. I should go for the regular dealership itself. So this is what about the registration part under GST. So here we can see that who should mandatory register under GST. So yes, we have some particular rules and regulations that some parties have to register under GST mandatorily without fail under regular dealer scheme or under the regular dealership. The first and foremost, the parties who make interstate supply, they should register under regular scheme itself. And second, the casual taxable persons have to come under regular scheme itself. They can't go for composition dealer. And next, persons who are required to pay tax under reverse charge mechanism. So who paying a tax under RCM or reverse charge mechanism should come under regular dealership itself. And e-commerce operator, finally, they have to come under regular dealership itself. So we'll see in detail. So who are the peoples who do interstate supply? So interstate supply is nothing but supply of goods from one state to other state. For example, I am the supplier, I am located in Karnataka or Mumbai, and I am making a sale to another state party who is in Tamil Nadu, Chennai. So in this scenario, here this transaction type is called as interstate supply. So I'll repeat, when we make a supply of goods from one state to other state, the transaction nature is called as interstate supply or interstate taxable supply if it's a taxable goods. So who are all doing these supplies, who are making a business outside the state as well, so they all should come under the regular dealership itself. This is the first one. The second one, the casual taxable persons. So any business, for example, which not having the constant place, like for example, you can take exhibitions, circus, etc. So who doing these kind of businesses, we call them as a casual taxable persons. So the casual taxable persons should mandatorily come under the regular dealership without fail. Irrespective of threshold limit, they have to come under this particular dealership. So next, so any who doing a purchases under reverse charge mechanism. Yes, so what is reverse charge mechanism or RCM? So here reverse charge mechanism is nothing but, so here the process of collecting tax will reverse. For example, always the seller will collect the tax from the buyer while making a supply of any goods or services. Whereas in the reverse charge mechanism, what will happen? The buyer only will be responsible to pay tax to department. So supplier will not collect the tax here. The buyer himself, while making a purchase of certain goods or services, he himself have to pay to department that I purchase so and so goods. So this concept is called as reverse charge mechanism. So here, what is this reverse charge mechanism you came to know? Now, for whom it is applicable? So who know how to perform this particular, the reverse charge mechanism process or RCM process? So you can see on the display the purchase of notified goods or services. So department has notified certain goods or services. If anyone dealing with those particular goods and services, so while making a purchase, they should pay tax to department under RCM scheme. For example, you can take a cashew nuts, silk yarn, used vehicle, etc. Secondly, import of services. If anyone performing import of services, they're taking services from other country, they should pay tax to department under reverse charge mechanism scheme. Next, import of goods as well. If you import goods from other country, so being a buyers, we'll be responsible for paying tax to department. And finally, so business who taking the residential property for rent for the business purposes. So when we pay the rent, yes, at that time, being a service receiver, we should pay tax to department under RCM scheme. So these are the particular nature of the goods or services. So comes under RCM, reverse charge mechanism. So who and all do this reverse charge mechanism, they should go for regular dealership. There is no option for them to go under composition scheme. We'll go for next, e-commerce operators. So anyone who doing the business on e-commerce platform. So seller in the e-commerce platform, you can take example Amazon as a e-commerce platform. So even the Amazon is the company doing a business in e-commerce platform. Seller in e-commerce platform, buyer who doing a business in the e-commerce platform. So all these three parties we call as a e-commerce operators. So who and all taking the benefit of e-commerce operation, they all should come under regular dealership itself. They can't go for composition dealership. So these are the four scenarios that where we should register as regular dealer mandatorily. We'll go for next. So here, who is actually the taxpayer to the department? So you know that like we make a purchase of goods. The cycle, if you see that, we'll get the goods from the manufacturer. So we'll make a sale to first stage dealer or a trader. From there, goods will go to second stage dealer or trader. Then it will go for third stage. Then it will go for the wholesaler. Then it will go to the retailer. Then it will come to consumers. So here multiple purchases happening. Third stage dealer purchasing from the manufacturer. Whereas second stage dealer purchasing from the first stage dealer. And third stage dealer purchasing from the second stage dealer. The wholesaler is purchasing from the first stage dealer. And retailer purchasing from the wholesaler. And finally, consumer will purchase goods from the retailer. So here you can see that many taxpayers are there. The third stage dealer, the first stage dealer, second stage dealer, wholesaler, retailer, consumer. This all paying tax while making a purchase of goods or services, right? But here, so only what consumer pay tax, it will go to department, and rest who and all are there in the supply chain who doing a business and who registered under GST, they get the tax back as input tax credit what they paid. So only the final taxpayer will be a consumer. So consumer who paying tax to department, so that will go to the department bucket as a revenue, and rest the business people who paying tax, so it will come back to them as an input tax credit. They can avail it. So what tax they're paying while purchasing goods or services can be availed as an input tax credit. So here in this particular supply chain, consumer will become the final taxpayer. So we'll go for the next. So you can see that goods comes under GST. So you can see on the display, so we have a slab rates of 0%, 5%, 12%, 18%, and 28%. So any businesses, so dealing with these goods which you see, they have to collect the certain percentage according to the department rules and regulations. So next. So we can see the services as well. So services having the rates, the 5%, 12%, 18%, and 28% services. One all dealing with these services, they have to collect this percentage of tax and they have to submit to department. Thank you one and all. This is all about the core part of GST. See you in next session.